Ever been more confused in the conversation than when it started? Not yet. This is Meverse. I'm your host, and my only job is to bring to you clarity. Relationship, model dating, the battle between the sexes. We break it down until the air is cleared. By the end of this episode, you will have your verse. Let's clear the air. So just before we dive into the discussion on today, I would like to introduce our special guest. Today we have an amazing guest, and guys, trust me, you will enjoy this episode. And please stay to the end because we have a lot of hot take for you. And also don't forget the comment section is open, and you can also share your own opinion. So I would like to introduce no other person but Rukky. Yes, from Data Broadcasting Station. So, just before we dive into the discussion today, if you're a new viewer and you've been for the first time, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button below, and please turn on your notification bell. And if you've been viewing before, thank you for your love and support. Like, we really appreciate it. Like, thank you so much. Like, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Like, thank you so much. So, Mr. Rukky, let's before we'll talk about fighting for a new Nigeria, right? Like about you, like what was that thing that has inspired you so far, that has bringing you this far in your journey?
All right, first off, I want to say a very big thank you to the Meverse show. Thank you, my G, for having me here, and certainly I like it when I see people do new stuff like this, more so in our city and our suburbs. So big ups to you and your team.
Yeah, thank you very
much. You guys
are
doing a fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
So to your question, what is my inspiration? And well, my inspiration is basically just wanting to see how I can influence the world, how I can impact the world positively. You know, do something that is good in the sight of God. And in the sight of man, you know, and that has been my propelling force, you know, because of my journey. I studied engineering in the University of Benin, and not too many people know that.
And I thought I thought you probably maybe you study arts or something.
Nah, I did engineering, computer engineering, precisely, in Uniben, and then from there on, I started talking before my lecturers, advocating for something good for the class that I represent, you know, and then NYSC came, I got an opportunity to be in the OBS, and then I started broadcasting officially during my NYSC, and since then on, I've never looked for a job with my engineering certificate. The media just took me from one level to another, and yeah, we got here in Delta. We've been with a couple of media houses, and it's been beautiful all the while. As a matter of fact, even to the point where we had to organize. When I use the word we, I'm talking me, but I don't like taking all the credit because I worked with a whole lot of other people. Yes. You know, to the point where we had to do something that the state has never seen before. Delta Broadcast Media Conference. We organized it. It was beautiful, brought in all broadcasters from all over the state, all 25 local government areas in Delta. Everybody were at the government house discussing the way forward for media in Delta State, especially the broadcast media in Delta State. So it has been a remarkable journey. Sometimes when I look back, I'm like, wow. How did I do it? You know, but it's just been God all the way, and I give him all the glory.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And also, like, because I remember Rufai was there.
Oh yes, Rufai. Big shout outs to the Queen of Channels Television, Markbe Ogun Yusuf. If you remember that interview of 2013, where she asked somebody, "What is the website of NSCDC?" And the guy went, you know,
ballistic.
Oh my!
What is your website?
Wait.
Okay.
The one that we are going to make use of is going to remain known by my Oga at the top. Yes. I can't announce one now, and my Oga says it's another one.
The NSCDC has multiple websites.
This is something we cannot have multiple websites, but the one that
No, not the one for employment.
No, it's not the one for employment.
Not the one for employment.
What is your work?
God, that would be made known by my Oga at the top.
At the top.
You know, so that kind of like blew her at the time.
Yes, yes.
Orji could have been here physically, but she had an engagement in London, but she had to do a video, you know, that we played live for people, and it was just beautiful. We've never had a congregation of journalists, broadcast journalists like that in Delta, and sometimes when I look back, I'm like, how in the world did it happen? You know, but when you have a solid team behind you and you have a vision that everyone's running with, it just makes your work easy.
That's true. That's very true. Thank you so much. Like, how about like let's not go to like to the scope of work. Like like before we dive into politics, you understand? So like for you, like you said, you study engineering, like computer engineering.
Yeah.
Like the switching from that place to broadcasting, like being like.
How did it happen?
How, like most times, are they want the reason the magical, because I just want to understand.
Okay. Now I'm very grateful to how my parents raised me. You know, my parents also gave me a platform to be vocal. You know, I remember when I was a kid in church, when we were preparing to go to church, my mom would tell me, ensure that when they call the Bible verse, you're the first to stand up to read it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So I got my Bible and I'm waiting for the pastor to call the verse. And immediately you call the verse before the elders will stand up.
You're already up.
Young Rukky is up reading. And John 3:16, God so loved the world, like, you know, before the congregation.
Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you. I mean, this is a me who were probably 7, 8, 9, you know, in my primary school levels and all of that, you know. It was a competition. It wasn't just even me. The kids in church, that we were all waiting for who would be the first. The adults, you don't have the time to. You can't beat us.
Yes.
We're so fast with the Bible
challenge was
at the
already
time.
there.
You know, so that gave me an opportunity. That gave me the first platform to speak before an audience. You know, and then getting into secondary school, it became even better. You know, because at secondary school, I also had an opportunity. I mean, imagine a class of JSS1 and you have over 700 people. And you're just called upon to address the class, you know, and I did that time and time again. And I went to the university and became even a lot more grand, because in my hostel at the time, there's no party that I'm not the MC. Unofficial. They were just Rukky can talk. Let him be the guy who's on.
They'll push everything to you.
And I was doing all of that. I didn't know I was training myself for the years ahead. You know, even when I remember a time we wanted to go tell the HOD that we need our timetable shifted because we needed time to prepare for the exams. I became the spokesperson for the class. Everybody were like, okay, so who will talk? I'm like, okay, I'll talk. It's not to tell HOD. Either I say yes or I say no. And when I was done with the HOD, he was stunned. He didn't know that he had somebody who could speak like that, you know. But these were just the natural me. I wasn't really forming or faking. It was just natural on the inside. Yeah. And then when the opportunity came to get on the radio, a friend of mine, big shout out to him. I always refer to him. His name is Scooty. Is in Canada now. You know, he said to me, "Rukky, you have an impeccable voice. Ever considered radio?" And from then on, I started thinking about it, and an opportunity came, because I also love radio. I listened to radio when I was a kid. DBS Worry. I was a huge fan of everybody who did radio some 25 years ago. So I listened to all of them. Radio was a part of my life, you know, when I was a kid, you know, and some of them are still even very active till today. Like the general manager of DBS, I watched her from when she was a single lady till she got married on TV, you know, and today I believe she's even a grandma now. Who knows? You know, yeah, she's approaching 60 already, you know.
Wow.
And I kind of like listened to all of those people, so they formed my personality. So when the opportunity comes, even now that I'm talking to you, there's no difficulty. It's just flowing from the inside, and so the switch was seamless. It was seamless. It was very easy to just switch to doing what, you know, I once heard somebody say that there are broadcasters who are born with it, and there are some who are trained for it. I think I was born with it.
Born with it, yeah.
You know, so the requisite training necessarily wasn't there, but over the years I got good managers who refined me. You know, big shout out to all of them. They did a fantastic job on my personality. So anywhere I go, here in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, the standard journalist, the standard broadcaster, you could see in flesh and blood.
Wow. Wow. That's very, very nice. Thank you for sharing. But man, this is absolutely very new to me, because most times I just like imagine like how the like things like this happen. And honestly speaking, like just seeing you speaking alone, like man, everything you say, you're like, no worry, my full come, so just that's that it has been.
Yeah.
So like let's dive into the politics and the situation. I know we have a general election which is coming in 2027. Like for you, like beyond the election and party platform, what is one structure foundation, whether is the judiciary, civil service and economic framework, that must be faced before any new Nigeria can be sustainable? And how do we stop the foundation from being corrupted again by 2027?
Well, you know, most times when I think about Nigeria elections and our politics, one word comes to mind. It's boisterous, loud, noisy. You know, when you have a boisterous wind, uncontrollable. You know, that's the way our politics looks. And quite frankly, in 2026, politics isn't done that way anywhere in the world. You know, but Nigeria we did now, so we'll have to find a way to manage the situation. So, but I heard Goodluck Jonathan say something when he came to Delta to commission the judiciary complex, the new judiciary complex on High Court Road. He said that Nigeria is the only country, because since he left office in 2015, he's been monitoring elections all around the African continent, you know, and even outside of Africa. He said if he goes to South Africa to monitor an election, once voters are done, results are announced, nobody looks to the court. Why? Because of the credibility of the system. But in Nigeria, if we don't go to court, then election is not complete. And you find something about the judiciary that ought to be the last hope of the common man. You can tell that there's a bit of insincerity on their part.
Yes, the judiciary is very corrupted at this
So
moment.
when you talk about which area or which structure needs some consolidation as we gear up towards the 2027 general elections, one would say the judiciary. But before even the judiciary, maybe we should look at the mentality of the average Nigerian, you know, because before you are a lawyer, you are a human. Before you are a politician, you are a human. So you are a Nigerian first before you diverse into any other area. I mean, we're live on the Meverse show. Before the Meverse show, you're a Nigerian first. So I think there ought to be, going into the new election, we ought to have more like a resetting of our minds, you know, to begin to want to do things differently. A wise man said, madness is doing the same thing the same way and expecting a different outcome.
Results.
You know, but are we going to do things the same differently? That's another kettle of fish. That's another question, you know, because it does look like a lot of people are okay with the status quo, while some are agitating for a change, you know, but it's very, very, what's the word now? Difficult to just place where Nigerians truly stand, you know, because if we may be complaining about the current administration, but some people are enjoying.
Yes. Yes, that's true. That's true.
A lot of people are enjoying it big time. In fact, it should just be like this for the rest. I mean, petrol today is 1,400. Some people like it. Some people do.
But most times, I always like wonder those people that during Goodluck Jonathan,
Yeah.
during Goodluck Jonathan, those people that came out and were protesting. Oh, why did he remove the subsidy that fuel went to something
Where are they
naira?
now?
So where are they now? Like I did like to like just want to know,
give you an
like
answer.
yes, please give me an answer, please.
Some are dead, some are in power, and some are scared. The ones that are dead, we can't do anything about them. The ones who are in power, they're the ones enjoying the status quo. And the ones who are scared, obviously, you come out, they come for you. You know, it's like a cult. You come out, they come for you. But I do believe in a bigger Nigeria. I do believe in a more prosperous Nigeria. I do believe that things would get better, not just for us, but for our children's children. You know, I believe if we begin to start seeing things that way. I watched a game yesterday between Arsenal and Manchester City, played at the Wembley Stadium. That stadium was built in the 50s, and it still looked that good. Yeah, we have a Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos that was built in the 80s thereabout. That is you can't kick football there anymore. You know, we have a Warri Township Stadium. Well, thank God that the current governor is rehabilitating it. You know, so you can see that they build structures abroad that would outlive them. But what we do here are roads that will not outlive 2 years.
And they lack maintenance. We have this lack of maintenance culture. And sometimes I was like thinking, how, but like, okay, let's say this data set now, it's not really that big that we can't have CCTV on the roads. Come on now, we have to have we need stuff like that. Like these are things that
Big shout out to the governor of Delta State. Quite frankly, I was born here. I lived here for the most of my life. And I think this current administration of Governor Sheriff is by far the most impactful with respect to projects, all right, with respect to infrastructural development, roads, the quality of the roads and all of that. I must give him his credit. He's done a fantastic job. I remember the administration of Emmanuel Uduaghan. He didn't quite do some of this, what I call this basic infrastructure. He was looking at, let's talk about welfare. Should a Delta go to the hospital and pay for hospital bills? Those were the things he was trying to fix. So during his time, you had under 5. If you're a child from 0 to 5, you don't pay for hospital bills. During his time, can we proceed?
yeah, proceed.
Okay, during his time even, we had, you can come from Warri to Asaba with something around 500 naira, half the price of the normal fee. Think about that. He had this mass transit system. You can go from Sapele to Asaba, from Asaba to Agbo, that would naturally cost you, say, 2,000 naira. Governor Dwaga made it a flat rate of 1,000 naira. Like everywhere you go was half the price.
Yes.
Now that is about the welfare of the people. You know, civil servants were smiling. Why? Because their salaries meant a lot to them. Transportation and healthcare were not eating all of it. You know, those were the things that he did. He came up with some model schools, you know, that had a green roof. If you still drive around Asaba and you see schools that have green roof, you know those are schools built by Governor
yes.
Uduaghan. But people are not talking about those things. Why? Because they don't look tangible. It's flyover and bridges that look really tangible. So that's why one would say Governor Sheriff is doing the basic that should have been done by others that weren't done. All right. So it's doing the basics. But I really do wish that going into 2027, if we can get 2 things right, I'm sure we'll have a better election and we'll have better outcome. One, if the votes that are cast would count, then it will make sense. And then 2, if we may also have an independent judiciary, because people might be aggrieved and they may want to go to court. The umpire should not be the one telling you to go to court. when the umpire begins to tell you to go
They
to court,
bought the food judiciary, like they don't buy all the finish now.
come on now, that's just the implication. I beat you. I say go and tell
Go to court.
Go to court. Or go and report to police. It means the DPO is my friend.
Yes, now. Because there's nothing I would tell the DPO that the DPO will listen to me.
Not at all. And you can see the judgments. You can just see how they go.
But are you sure that before that 2027 general election, INEC, they will be able to fix INEC to broadcast our votes live? Like we need that because we need that credibility.
Well, the Electoral Act has been amended. It's been signed into law. So INEC can do either of two things. One, transmit the result electronically, or do it manually. So the responsibility is now vested on them. All right, what a whole lot of Nigerians would have wanted would have been the elections to be transmitted electronically only, so it happens in real time, or maybe close to real time, because you may have network fluctuations left, right, and center. So where you get good network, it drops. That could be like close to real time. All right, but with the waiver that they've given INEC, it seemed like, one of the complaints or one of the worries I have when I think about the 2027 elections is the fact that how in the world is INEC and the ruling party saying the same thing? Why is APC saying the exact same thing as INEC? I listened to the INEC chairman, and it was because there was a town hall meeting that held, I think, about 3 weeks in Abuja, citizens town hall meeting, and the INEC chair was there, and he gave an instance that if you want to transfer money in Abuja, sometimes you could transfer the money from bank A to bank B, and before the alert will get to bank B, it could take hours. And when I heard that analogy, I asked myself, how did we get here? I mean, we're talking about electronic transmission of result, and you are making it, you are likening it to transfer of naira. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So I really do hope that INEC would just try to be fair, because that's what Nigerians need. Nigerians need a bit of fairness in the election. Even if we want to vote as Siwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, let us do it fairly. And let everybody just see that, because personally for me, I think Asiwaju is going to win the election.
Obviously. It's very obvious. It's very obvious.
Anybody coming for trying to want to cause an upset, well, you may want to try harder, because you can see the structure that he has on ground.
Yes.
It's got the INEC by his side. It's got the judiciary by his side. It's got even it's got like 31 governors now. When you have that number of people by your side, it's going to be hard for the opposition to want to come close. Really, really want to come close, except there's a miracle.
And he has INEC on his pan like this.
Of course, certainly. I really do pray that this election just reflects the minds of Nigerians. One could also find a possibility of voter apathy. Like, people may not want to come out to vote.
Yes.
Because, I beg, it's the same thing. It happened in Abuja. A whole lot of people didn't come out to vote at the FCT area council elections, because they just felt like they know what they are doing. And it's easier to rig an election when people don't come out.
They don't come out, yes. Because a lot of people have lost the trust, the credibility, like it has gone. Because to them, they're like, even if I vote, they're not going to still count them. So, like, what's the essence of going there? And most people, after staying throughout the day, under the sun, go like rain fall for their heads, sunshine, we did their but and they'll be like, what's the essence? Because even if I vote now, they're not going to still count them. So why should I come out? And to me, I feel like we should look past that and come out and vote, because I feel in that way we should be able to hold everybody accountable that you must count the votes here. Like, if they are not going to do it, transmit. Yes, you understand. So they must count. Like, we must know that this is what you understand. So it's not like when you go there, we see something different. Then there will be a very big issue. And to me, I don't know why, but I see a huge fight coming 2027, because this election is going to be very bloody. To me, I feel like it's going to be bloody.
Well, if there's one thing I know about Nigerians, they like their lives.
True.
You asked earlier why the people who came out to vote protest. Then I gave you 3 reasons. One, some are dead. One, the others are in power and they're enjoying. The last set of people are scared.
Very
they love their lives. So do you understand? So we would just be suffering and smiling. We love our lives so much, and we may not want to do anything that would jeopardize the future of our unborn children.
Yeah.
So a lot of Nigerians.
If I die, who go look my pikin?
You see, I'm now.
Who go take care of my own? No.
So we just everybody will just be doing their own, and wait for the day that your
turn reach.
You know, your luck will shine. You know, or your tickets will enter.
That's true. Thank you very much. So now, like, let's dive into like youth versus structure. The Nigeria youth demographic is a powerful force.
True.
You understand? So, but we have seen that energy often gets absorbed by the old political structure post election, but specific mechanism or strategy is being put in place to ensure that the momentum for a new Nigeria translates into political power and accountability in 2027, rather than just being a transactional voting block.
I don't know if, like the latter part of your question, I don't know if any mechanism is being put in place. So I don't know. Governor Ibori was a governor at 39. Governor Igbenedion was a governor at 40. Donald Duke was a governor at 39. You know, I mean, even former President Goodluck Jonathan was a governor in his 40s. So why in the world do we have 40-year-olds, 45-year-olds in Delta or in Nigeria? All they're looking for is SSA and SAs.
I think, to me, I feel like they are not being given the opportunity to, because godfatherism has like been too much in the system, because like everyone wants to be, like, there is no way you can be in that office without a godfather.
Who was the godfather of Ibori at the time? I can't remember if there was any. I can't remember.
I feel like they have godfather because I think. And I don't even know if it's possible for us to even have someone in his 40s going for a presidential election. Is it going to be possible?
Yes, it's possible. It's you saying, is it going to be possible? It's very possible. It's very possible. The truth of the matter is, we have the young people who are in Nigeria right now. They are not ready to lead from the front. You know, they just want to keep leading from the back. You know, they just want to keep you know, servicing godfatherism.
Yes.
Let me use that word, servicing godfatherism.
Like
I remember when Adams Oshiomhole was the governor of Edo State. Adams Oshiomhole was somewhere around his late 40s into 50s, maybe early 50s, when he was governor of Edo State. And he kicked against godfatherism. And a whole lot of people in Edo State at that time were against godfatherism. You know, he won the election, but then it was rigged out, and then he went to court, and the court reinstated him back into power. That's why you have election in Edo State right now. It's an off-cycle election. You know, it doesn't. For instance, in 2027, there's no election in Edo State for the governorship. Why? Because of the upset that was caused. The upset, rather, that was caused by Adams Oshiomhole at the time when the courts reinstated him back into office. You know, but then this guy, he was a young guy. He didn't have a godfather at the time. All he had was, you know, a personality that has, over the years, shown leadership, character, and integrity. So I think a lot of our young people right now, we're not investing in leadership, character, and integrity. We're just allowing it to just be just like that. Let everything just go. I mean, the organs at the top will not allow us be. But if you distinguish yourself, you know, and have these 3 elements that I just mentioned, you really can pull a stunt, just like Adams Oshiomhole did. Because at the time of Adams Oshiomhole, remember, Obasanjo was also very powerful. It was like the grand godfather of Nigerian politics at the time. You know, you had the likes of the father of Igbenedion, not the governor, not Lucky Igbenedion, what's his first name now? The Igbinedion himself.
Yes.
The one that we know. That had the Igbinedion airline, that had the Igbinedion University, that had all of those. The one that we know, he was like they call him the Esama of Benin Kingdom at the time. It was like the #1 godfather of politics in Edo State. But Oshomole fought him hands down. To the point that he was totally relegated to the background. You know, and that caused his political exit. I don't think Igbinedion still has any political affiliation. He's over 80 now, by the way. I don't think he has any political affiliation anymore in Edo State. So if we have young Deltans, young Nigerians, you know, one would say young. Okay, you that you're talking, are you not young? Well, I've not been able to develop myself to that level
to that
yet.
level, yes.
All right.
Yes.
But I believe that there are Deltans who have these capacities. You know, they've distinguished. One of the reasons why Adams Oshomole was a lot more easier for him when he was NLC president, he showed character, he showed courage, he showed determination, and he showed integrity. He stood toe to toe against the government. Today we have an NLC that doesn't do that anymore. This morning I was reading the papers and I referred to them as toothless bulldog. I hope they don't come for me, but if they come for me, I have proof to show that they are toothless bulldog, because all they do is bark, they don't bite.
Yes.
You know, NLC of those days, if they say they are going on strike, the government will be afraid. Today, NLC cannot go on strike because on your mandate we shall stand.
We shall stand, they shall collapse.
That was really hard of you, man. You want them to collapse.
They shall collapse.
You know, but that's just how it has been for Nigerians. So I'm also using this opportunity. Where's the camera? Where's the lead camera? I'm also using this opportunity to call on Deltans who have the capacity, you know, financial capacity, political capacity to step out. It's not enough to be doing boy for politicians. Step out and see how you can make a difference.
Yes.
You know, in your age and in your time. You know, I believe if the youths are given an opportunity in power, they'll do better than the older guys.
Yes. And that was the plan of and that was actually the plan of Goodluck Jonathan, to make sure the youths will be the one to come into power. That was his plan.
Should I say Goodluck Jonathan is the best president that Nigeria has ever had? I don't know, but I mean, one of the things Yar'Adua is the best president Nigeria has ever had.
Even me,
well,
I think he's the
howbeit his tenure was incomplete, so one cannot entirely say is the best we've had.
Yeah,
but the 2 years or the 2.5 years he ran, or he was at the helm of affairs, I think he did a fantastic job. I actually think he did a fantastic job. So Goodluck Jonathan did well, but maybe he was a little bit too timid to face the problems that we had, you know, and that was the weakness that a whole lot of his opponents
used against
him. You know, the fact that, you know, he showed degrees of weakness and all of that.
I feel like the structure that Yar'Adua put on ground was what Goodluck Jonathan used.
Yes. Yar'Adua did a lot. Yar'Adua actually did a lot.
A lot of structure on ground. That he had a lot of plans, and I think most times, at the look and say, most times would they look. We know they see what happened for others. And I think because of those structures was why they took him early. I feel like that's it, because to me, if you say,
can I be honest with you?
Okay.
Be very honest with you.
Okay.
In 2014 into 2015, APC came with the change mantra. Change. Ah, man, those guys, they bubble us with change.
Bible says, fear anybody that preach change.
They gave us a lot of bubble with change. Guess what? I bought it. I bought it. I voted against Goodluck because I felt I wanted a change. And now we are pretty much 8 years is gone. This is 12 years already. And the change, or almost 12 years already. And the change has been towards the left. You know, in engineering, you can have what I call it now, variations to the right or to the left in inequalities. You know, you can have variations to the right or to the left. If it's to the right, that means it's progressing. But if your variation is to the left, -5, it's not the same thing with 5. You know, so it's been towards the left, and it's really, really hurtful. I just felt like I wasted that vote. You know, every time I think about how I queued up in 2015, you know, to cast my vote, because they really sold something to us that connected with our senses. You know, a lot of Nigerians backed the late President Muhammadu Buhari, but he didn't do well at all. I think it's the most catastrophic president we've had of all time. The most catastrophic. And you can tell that even after, just a year after his presidency, he died. Because he wasn't enjoying all the benefits of being a president anymore. You know, so it's very, very sad. I don't think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can do much to repair the damage that has been caused or that has been done. You know, possibly Nigerians should just begin to look at alternative means to make it.
I feel like a lot of people will always say that the late President Buhari was not the one. They will always say he's
come on, I'm a journalist. I don't think I'll believe that crap. He's the one. He's the one. He actually did stay in office for that entire 8 years. But he wasn't the one running the government. All right, there was a cabal running the government, and the cabal itself failed because they were all about themselves. You know, nothing good for the generality of Nigerians. So the cabal was running the government. The guy was too weak. Too weak. I'm not sure he even knew the names of his service chiefs. You know, and
wow.
Yes, he was weak. He was sick. I watched an interview with Nduka Mbagbena of Arise TV. Had with him, and you're asking him A and he's talking B.
Yes.
Like, that's a Joe Biden right there. And that was why the Democrats had to find a way to take him out. You know, so those were red flags.
Yeah.
But Nigerians just couldn't see. This man contested for 2019 election again, and he won.
Yes.
Even though they will say it was rigged. You know, so a whole lot of Nigerians are just scared. I think we know what to do, but we can't just
do it. Yes.
You come out, you're on your own.
Yes.
You speak bad against government, you are on your own. You know, so many factors that just kind of like just kill the desire for a new Nigeria to spring up quick and fast.
There's something I've always been thinking. I just want Nigerians to have the opportunity to experience what good governance is.
Now, the question then would be, what is good governance? Yes, because some people are enjoying good governance right now. Oh my God!
You know, when we say good governance, a lot of people, the people that you
have you
say,
seen the children of politicians?
You don't even need to tell me. I know, but those people, those are the kids. They don't know what. Or should I say they don't even know what's going on? But to me, most times I feel like good governance has to it doesn't have any boundary. It has to affect everyone. Everyone has to receive the. Do you know what it is to go to the hospital and they will tell you that there is no space for, or there's no incubator for kids to be put on? Do you know how painful it is?
Very painful.
That your child, your wife is in labor, is in pain, and is premature, it's not even matured enough, and they need to bring the baby out, but there is no incubator to put the baby. Then you have to start transporting your wife to another hospital. When you get there, they will say
incubator.
Is the whole place is full. There's no space. I experienced that recently. I was in the hospital. I shed tears. I cried. This thing.
No incubator.
I'm telling you the truth. They have to share one incubator with the. That was the only way they could finally accept the baby. We were running around. Man, that was crazy. I
in Delta.
Yes.
There's no hospital with incubators in Delta?
I'm telling you. The whole place was full. We went to specialist. Specialist was full. That was when
specialist was full.
Yes,
the incubators were full.
We were full already.
Oh.
So we have to go to FMC. FMC was the one that at the end of the day they just decided to let's manage it up. That was how they took that pain from that woman. The pain was too, like, so, and the thing is that the most annoying and painful part that the hospital was not even like well kept. Man, come on now. I've been to so many hospitals, I've seen hospitals, I've traveled, I know what how it is. So, like, it's very painful. So, when we talk about good governance, it has to profit everybody. It's not just the case of the politician. That's not the main aim. The main aim, it has to profit everybody.
Absolutely. I mean, I could relate with what you just said. I mean, I lost my mom to terrible healthcare system here in Nigeria. You know, a lot of times I tell my wife, I said, if Mama were to be abroad, she would have survived.
Yes.
You know, 90%. Well, let me not be too economical with the truth. 60 to 70% of the deaths recorded in Nigeria with respect to our health system, it would have been a case of survivor outside Nigeria.
Yes.
So some of all these cry that were crying that, oh, mommy is gone, daddy is gone. If mommy were to be abroad, if daddy were to be abroad, they would have survived. And that's why the latest rating for Nigeria with respect to our, what they call it now, life expectancy for men is just 50 to 55. You leave that one, you have tried. For women, it is 65 to 70. You leave that one, you have tried. Whereas in other climes where you have good health care sector, you have good social amenities, you have a good economy, you find the average lifespan of an American for a man is 80 to 85. For their women, it's possibly almost 90. You can fact check me. You get it?
Wow.
Recently, our president visited Buckingham Palace. It was the king that was holding his hand to Waka. You did not see it?
Yes, I saw it.
The king is way older than our president by age. President is at 72, maybe 73. King that is over 80.
So he's holding you.
He's holding you to walk. So it just tells you the dilapidated system we have here in Nigeria. Even the air we breathe is a problem.
Yes, it's a very huge problem. And most times I wonder how people don't see these things. The air is not even good at all. It's not helping.
Yeah,
it's not helping issue at all.
It's really not. You know, one way that these things can just change is if we begin to have the right people in power. You know, beginning from the local government council. Do you know that currently under this administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the local governments, they receive think about 4 billion monthly?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they do. They receive that kind of money. So what did they do with the money is what we still don't know. They receive money in the billions directly. It doesn't even have to go through the states anymore. Back in the days, it goes through the states. Now it doesn't go through the states anymore. It goes directly to the local government chairman. And what do they do with it? A whole lot of people don't even know the names of your local government chairman. Well, I don't need to know your name for you to work. Personal opinion. I don't need to know your name for you to work. If you're working or you have good conscience that, oh, I decided to come for public office. In Nigeria, public office is like a profession. You find somebody who did, I know a politician, I don't want to mention a name. From 1999, it was local government chairman. From then on, it became commissioner. From then on, it became chief of staff. From then on, it became minister. From then on, it became governor. From then on, is now a minister again. From 1999 till this day, he has not worked for anybody else outside government.
Marvelous.
So you see, even in Delta State here, some politicians, once they come up power, my brother, they will be so broke.
Very broke. So they just want to make sure that they stay in that circle.
Yeah, that's it. That's just it. And it's very, very sad, you know, when you look at it and you just feel like, give room for other people.
Yes.
You know, give room for other people.
And that's the reason why Fubara was having issue with Oshomole. Wike, sorry. Yes.
Well, because the issue between Fubara and Wike is kind of like complicated. First of all, you were not there when they signed your deal. they actually signed a deal.
Yes.
The deal could be, in my interpretation, Oga, every month give me 1 million. Or every month give me 1 billion. And you said, okay.
Okay, sir.
And you signed.
You sign finish.
Trading the life and future of Rivers people. Because that's what they did. You know, and then you sign. You enter, you say you don't want to do it again.
It's not possible.
Who will agree?
Nobody
Even you would not agree.
Yes, sir.
Even you would not agree. So you cannot say you want to you signed a deal with the devil and you now want to give your heart to Christ in the middle. The devil will not agree. The devil will come for you. A deal is a deal.
Because you've already signed
You
it.
already signed. You cannot say it's like when you join court.
Because of say you won't come out.
You won't come out.
You go beat Chris, come out for your icon.
You know, I remember in those days we were in school and people were joining secret cults, you know. You cannot say you want to leave.
No, it's not
In
possible.
fact, one of the reasons why we did not join is because you cannot leave.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
something that I enter and I can come out
Yes.
with peace. You know, but when I heard, if you enter, you know, they come out, no, I'm not.
Okay, I don't think come out again. Yeah, I beg,
No. Just keep your brotherhood.
Yes.
I'm okay with my brothers that my mother gave me.
Thank you
You
very,
know.
very much. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you,
Like
my
for you, like just before we round up, like for you now. So like, what advice can you give to the youth, and not just the youth, people that wants to vote, not to sell their vote? Like, what advice can you give to them?
All right, first of all, I think I'm going to take it off from people that want to sell their votes. It is a stupid thing to sell your vote. It is the most mentally deranged act of any human being, including the ones buying the vote and the ones selling the vote. They are sides of, or they're of a coin of different sides. And it's mental stupidity. Because once you sell that vote for 10K, because now I know they are going to increase it.
Yes.
They will not do for 2K and 5K,
5K again.
They will have to increase it. If you sell that vote for 10,000,
Well, that 4
what
years of suffering.
is 10,000 naira compared to 4 years? Yes, I understand that the politicians are weaponizing poverty.
Yes, that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. They're trying to weaponize poverty. But you've got to be smart. I tell
without
people,
being told.
you've got to be smart. Take whatever it is that they give you, if you must take it, and then vote your conscience. If I were them, that's what I'll do. Oh, I'm hungry, or give me the rice, or give me the 10K. I will still vote for who I want to vote. So Nigerians and our youths, because it's not just the youths that they pay, they even pay the older ones. You've got to be smart this as we gear up for the 2027 general elections. If they come to you with bags of rice, take it.
Because
in fact,
after all, now the right now you get yourself.
that is already a sign that you shouldn't vote for that person.
You should vote for that person. Yes.
Whoever it is that's trying to want to bribe your conscience, it is a sign, because once they spend all these monies, they will want to recover
And have like times 2 profits.
Are you saying 2? 10. What's 2? If it's 2, they think it's 2. That's what they are doing. All this one they are doing. I bet it's 10 for them, their wives and their girlfriends.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Them, their wives, their children, and their girlfriends.
The ones who are called go on that play, go the massage another girl.
You get it. So, my brother. So that's it. Then for the youths of Nigeria, I've always believed something. You have to carve a niche for yourself. I mean, take a look at what Meverse show is doing right now. It is carving a niche for yourself. There's only, look, a success in a person who's a success in America. If he comes to Nigeria, he'll still be a success. Success is in you. I tell people all the time, success is in a person. An alligator in Nigeria will not go to abroad and become a lizard. It will still be an alligator.
Yes.
So success is in a person. So you've got to see yourself as a success. There are principles to making wealth. One of the easiest principles to make wealth, I'll share with you for free, is looking for a human need and meeting it. What do people want? What are people in need of? Meet it. Get it done. They'll come to you. Oh, people are in need of shoes. Start selling shoes. People are in need of water. Start selling water. People are in need of clothes. Start making clothes.
Yes, there are lots of things. People need things.
People need
like
things.
their needs.
Their needs.
Every day their needs.
So look for a human need and meet it. And let it be a need that is good in the sight of man.
Yes.
And in the sight of God. Because I know that there are needs in the other room.
Yes.
So I will not say because you want to meet need now.
Meet need.
That's the need. You now go and stand on the DBS room.
Yes. I know
No, that's not the kind of need. It's not good in the sight of man, and it's not good in the sight of God. So the need that you should meet, it should be a need that is good.
Good services.
Good services. Something that is good that you can boldly hit your chest.
Hit your chest and say, yes, this is what I do.
You know, when I started out in journalism, my dad did not like the idea. I sent you to engineering school. You say you want to be talking? Don't tell me that. But today, he's enjoying it. My son, where's your show? When is that your show again? What time are you on air again? He's enjoying it now. It's all good.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your time.
Thank you,
Mr. Rukky. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
so
you
guys,
for having me.
like, don't forget, it's not every time you have to say your votes. Like, you don't need to say your vote.
Absolutely
Just like you said, if you must take because you are hungry, take. But make sure you vote right, because someone who brings money to you you have like devil website. As they use left hand or right hand, they use the other hand, they collect your head. You understand? So you have to make sure that you are voting right. So guys, this is going to be the end of this episode. I have a lot more you're going to enjoy. So just click to watch the next one, and always subscribe to know what's happening. Bye.